All right, Hazy Auto Wiring here. We are starting a new project this week. 1972 C10 long bed, small block Chevy, carbureted. It's kind of old school cool. We are doing a complete rewire from headlight to tail light. We'll be adding MSD ignition box set up to the truck. Gonna mount that in the cab, keep it out of the heat. Do some custom plug wires for them too as well. Get those all laid out. We're doing Dakota Digital VHX gauges inside of the truck, and yeah, just gonna do a general cleanup. We've got a CPP chrome column he's supposed to have here later for it today, so we're gonna get this project rolling and see if we can't get it running here. Make it nice. Owner just wants to be able to get in it, drive it, turn the key, have it run, do everything we got. Same as with my personal car, we're running an American Autowire complete kit. These are really nice kits. They come non-terminated, so you just have to run your wiring where you want it, and then you cut to length where you want it to fit. So just a little bit more time consuming, but just makes that fit and finish just a lot easier to achieve the goals you're looking for, and keep it clean and sanitary. So that's what we're gonna start working on today. We'll get some video rolling here after I start tearing some stuff apart. So I'm back here pulling this apart. I was like, man, there's something down in that taillight housing. What do we got down in there? I forget. Original USA made. So I just realized I'm slacking. Should take some more time lapse, but cluster's out. Got taillights are out of the truck. We got taillight harness out. Routing some stuff through the firewall right now. Get the other stuff out. We are about 75% the wire harness out of the truck right now at this point in time. Start doing the fun stuff, which is the dash stuff on these things. Just never enjoyable because, the old steel dashes in these old cars, they're fixed in there, so it's not like you can disassemble it, get it out of your way. You have no choice but to work around it. So, but I'm used to it. Get it done, get it handled, and get this thing out of here completed today. Start building out the new harness, and see how far we can't get by tomorrow with the body harness and strip. Alright, so a little update. Got all the wiring out of the truck. Everything's out of the cab. Started laying out the new wire harness here. This updated fuse panel is actually I'm going to have to open up the hole in the firewall. I didn't bring my body saw with me today, so I'll bring my body saw up here tomorrow when I come up to get rolling back on this thing again. And what we'll do is see if I can get a little image of that. So I got a template up in there right now. You can kind of see it, a little template. We're gonna cut that hole open, make it a little bit bigger so we can put the updated ATC style fuse panel in here. On top of the pedal bracket here, I'm going to mount the Dakota Digital VHX controller, and then we're also going to put the MSD Digital 6AL in behind the cluster, keep it out from underneath the hood, just nice clean. Normally I would mount it up over on the glove box side, but this is, this is a street truck, so the customer is planning on putting in under dash AC unit, so I want to leave him as much room as possible over on the passenger side there behind the glove box. So just make it a little bit more difficult. We talked about putting it underneath the seat, but he's also planning on putting a full stereo system in the truck eventually, so I wanted to leave him the real estate to mount amplifiers, whatever else he needs to put underneath the seat. So just made the most sense. We got plenty of open real estate there behind the instrument cluster, so we're gonna mount it right there. Right now I'm just looking at plug wire routing. We are installing some gauges, some sensors for the Dakota Digital Gauges. The speedometer cable is coming out. That's going to be now a digital speed sensor feeding off of the VHX setup. We got a Davis Radiator dual fan setup here. Putting a thermostatic control switch in the intake for that guy. So yeah, just kind of buzzing along. Day one here. I don't know, I got about probably 5.5 hours in. Nothing too bad. Got everything all taken out, pulled apart. The wire harness was actually in really good shape. I only found one Scotch lock in a 1972 truck, so we're looking, what, 51 years old? That's not bad to only find one Scotch lock in the whole interior wire harness. Found another one out back at the taillight harness, and it had a couple of other little weird deals going on there, but yeah. All in all, I think this is going to be a nice clean install, nice basic, kind of cool to see old school 383 small block Chevy, MSD ignition, carburetor, just kind of some cool stuff. The customer's planning on redoing his brakes here later on, getting rid of that setup and going to a full manual. Just he wants to try to keep it clean and simple under the hood as much so as he can. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a real cool, fun cruiser when it's all done, that's for sure.